So like I said, it's kind of light on the news. I was really trying to scrape stuff up. I was scrolling on TikTok. If you, once again, guys, if you find something cool, interesting, or like a hot take you want to see me debate, tag me in the comments so I can find it. I found this one that hit my For You page, and this guy was asking about the Cronus Zen. If you're unfamiliar with that, that is a device used to cheat on console gaming in console games. Primarily it's used in NBA 2K and Call of Duty Warzone. Yeah, that's right. There's tons of cheaters on console. I know that console gamers love to pretend like PC gaming is the only place where cheating happens, but there's a shit ton of console gamers that cheat, and they use this device that plugs into the controller, and then you can load scripts in, and it reduces or gets rid of recoil, or you auto green in 2K, and you can use it for other games, but those are the two most popular examples. Even, yeah, they use it in Rainbow Six. But there's, for some reason, there's a lot of propaganda about PC gaming is the only place where cheating. There's rampant cheating. If most console, because I mean, we literally went over the most played games in December yesterday. It's always the same games: 2K, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Roblox, blah, 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 blah. If these are the most played, most downloaded, most bought games every year because they're mainstream games, and everybody's complaining about Call of Duty and 2K has nothing but cheaters in it, that means console has a cheating problem. I don't know if you guys know that. We're not talking about some obscure games. We're talking about that. Let me get on my, I'm done ranting. I'm just trying to get y'all the numbers, the facts. This gentleman right here, shout out to this content creator, comes from JR Rank. He was bringing up the Cronus Zen, the device used to cheat on consoles. And he was asking why it exists. I'm gonna just play the video and then I'm gonna respond to it. But of course, before we get into it, before I play the video, friendly reminder, whatever I say is not a shot at the creator. It's just me responding to the argument. That's it. I ain't got no problem with nobody. All right, let me turn my music off. Here we go.
Tell me why Cronus Zens or Titans were made when it's literally to cheat within the game, and how is it even sanctioned? How did it even get a pass to be able to be released to the public? How? Can someone please explain to me how? Just please explain how. Can someone?
I got you. Now, I don't know. It's a pretty simple video. He's just asking, why do these devices exist? I don't know if this is rage bait or if he's trolling. So I'm going to take you at face value and say you're being honest, because maybe some other people are wondering. So I thought I'd cover this topic. In this day and age where you can just Google something. Matter of fact, you don't even have to Google anymore. You can ask AI the exact question. For some reason, people continue to hold the phone up to their face and ask very simple questions that can be answered right away from fucking Google. So I'm going to answer, since you don't want to take the time to do the research yourself and you want to ask the internet, I will answer the question for you and then I'll get the views for it. That works. All right, chat. I'm not gonna lie. What the hell is that Twitch message thing? I spit my drink out. Oh, somebody either subbed or followed. It's just the noties that come that you knew here. Welcome to Stream Poppy. All right. So I went on Perplexity, which is my favorite AI to use when it comes to research because they always state their sources. What's the name? And I asked Perplexity, what was the Cronus Zen originally designed for? And within 30 seconds, it spit out an answer for me, guys. Let me, that is going to answer this gentleman's question. The Cronus Zen was originally designed as a universal controller adapter that lets you use almost any controller, whether it's mouse or keyboard, on any console, mainly to solve cross-platform compatibility issues. If you're not following, the main reason the Titan and the Cronus Zen were designed so that, let's say you were an Xbox guy, right? During the Xbox 360 PS3 era, but you saw the PS4 was winning. All your friends were on the PS4, so you decided to switch to the PS4, but you don't enjoy using the PS4 controller. Me personally, I like the Xbox controller more. The Cronus was designed to allow you to get that Xbox controller experience on the PS4. Are you following me? Cronus Zen started as an evolution of the Cronus Max line, which was created to let players use their favorite controller, like an Xbox controller, on a different console like PlayStation that normally wouldn't support it. Its core function is controller emulation. It authenticates as a native controller, and you have all these ones listed, and then translates the inputs from whatever controller or keyboard mouse that's plugged in. And then, as you can see, it states the source right there. Right on, it's coming directly from the website. This was especially useful when using an Xbox controller on PlayStation consoles, using racing wheels, fight sticks, or other specialty controllers on consoles that didn't natively support them. Actually, yeah, that's a good case right there. Like, because for those who don't play fighting games fighting sticks are expensive. If you want a decent fighting stick, you're spending at least $100. And let's say you bought that fighting stick for the PS5, but it's not, because not every fighting stick is compatible with every platform. Some will only be compatible with, let's say, PlayStation and PC, or PC and Xbox. Let's say you bought one for the Xbox, but you want to convert it over to the PlayStation. You could buy one of these, and then you can convert it over instead of spending, X amount of dollars more on another fight stick, or you just don't want to lug around 2 fight sticks, basically. Using a mouse and keyboard on consoles for games that didn't officially support them, so people who wanted to do that. We get the idea. We get the idea of it. So that's the original reason that it was created. It was used for converting over controllers to other platforms. Now, something interesting that I did see online on Twitter one time, but I never took the time to research it. But once I saw this video, I did. Was I seen somebody say in a tweet, one of the reasons why Zens were created was for accessibility reasons. They were arguing that it was specifically designed for people with disabilities. Maybe you have problems with your hands or something like that. And I was like, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So I asked again, was the Cronus Zen originally designed, which we know it wasn't, but I asked anyway, was the Cronus Zen originally designed to make gaming more accessible for people with disabilities? They said, no, it was not originally designed for that. Even though it was adopted by some disabled gamers as a workaround. So we already know what it was designed for, but here's how disabled gamers use it. Some disabled gamers, players, and charities use chronotype adapters to connect custom non-standard controllers like Xbox adapter controller or bespoke accessibility rigs to consoles that do not support them directly. So an example, it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier, converting controls. So let's say your favorite accessibility controller is on Xbox. Because one thing Xbox takes a lot of L's recently, but one thing I will give Xbox is they do a good job of making their products accessible. They have a lot of different accessible controllers. So let's say your favorite is on Xbox, but you want to play on PlayStation like you're at a tournament. The Cronus would allow you to adapt it. That's what it would allow you to do. But accessibility advocates note that with the device was not built with accessibility as a primary goal, it has become a useful middleman. So it wasn't designed for that, but a lot of people do use it. So that thing that I found on Twitter, it was sort of right. That's not what it was designed for, but it became what it was useful for. And then why the confusion exists. Articles and anti-cheat companies note that devices like the Cronus were originally used to let players personalize controllers and also give players with disabilities ways to maximize their performance before being heavily associated with cheating. Because disabled gamers publicly rely on these adapters, platform bans and restrictions on the Cronus Zen are often criticized for harming accessibility, which can make it easy to assume accessibility was its original design purpose. Translation, for all you motherfuckers that's cheating in Call of Duty and 2K, you are making it harder for people who have accessibility issues to access the game. I learned that today. So not only do cheaters ruin the game for everybody as a whole, but you also ruin the game for people who have disability issues. Fucking crazy. So, Mr. JR Rank, I hope that I answered your question and you understand what they are used for, what they were designed for. Unfortunately, they have been adopted by cheaters because unfortunately, that's what people do. Whenever humans can find an easy way out, they're going to look for it. Right. The accessibility became access to fucking ways to cheat and shit like that. But that's what originally it was designed for. Now, moving on. I found this interesting. Somebody tagged me in this and it was a post, but I'm here to say, so it says in this post, podcasters say it's weird and inappropriate for a man to make his 2K My Player not look like him. Now, I was ready to actually respond to this, but then I looked into this podcast content. I went to their page, and I think they're just rage baiters. But for the sake of entertainment, and I don't have nothing else to talk about today, I'm gonna play the clip and I'm gonna let y'all decide. Because it's funny, somebody posted this video basically saying I was a prophet, but I think they're rage baiting. Let's see. I'm gonna give him the benefit. I think this is rage bait.
I was playing the game with my boys and shit, bro. You know, I like playing NBA 2K every now and then. You feel me? So, you know, I got my player. I did a little face scan. He look like me. You know what I'm saying? He's my height, 6 foot. You know, he's my weight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm playing with my boy, bro. You know, he's saying he got his player. He walk in, mind you, my boy is like a brown skinned dude.
I saw this tweet. He kept scrolling.
He come in. His player's 7'1", light skin, tatted up, green eyes. It's long hair, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I say, yo, bro, whose account are you on? Whose player is this? He said, yeah, this is my guy, bro. He's a dog. He's a what? So my question is it appropriate for a grown man to have a my player that doesn't look like him?
Yeah, their content is rated. Yeah, I refuse to take this seriously, but it was going viral. I don't think this is serious, bro. Is this silly? If it is, I'm giving it the benefit because I'm laughing. Like when I see this, I was like, "There's no way." But somebody posted me other like, you see, I think it's rage bait. This shit made me laugh. I was like, "There's no way this is fucking serious." If it is serious, this is an example of what I mean when I say I hope that there was not a lot of people that got podcast equipment for Christmas, man. I hope that Santa didn't drop off too many microphones in y'all house because we don't need any more of these takes, but I'm pretty sure this is a joke. I wouldn't take this too seriously. What you should take seriously, though, before we actually get into these articles, I found this very interesting. Shout out to y'all. Somebody DM'd me on Instagram and I took a screenshot of it. Shout out to you. Apparently, he searched what a ball and gun gamer was on Google. And the AI summarizer says my name in Mighty Keefs when you bring it up. If you ask Google what a ball and gun gamer is, it says the term gained significant popularity in late 2024 and 2025, largely attributed to streamers like the Black Hokage and Mighty Keef, who use it to describe a specific dude bro game subculture. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the zeitgeist. But it gets better because I was curious. I was like, all right, maybe that's just the fluke. So then I asked Perplexity the same thing. Where does the term ball and gun gamer come from? It says the phrase, and I'm not gonna lie, this was actually pretty scary because this is very accurate. The phrase is closely associated with content creator the Black Hokage, who popularized and explicitly defined ball and gun gamer in viral videos and streams as people who primarily stick to games with balls and guns and look down on the rest of the gaming culture. That's exactly what I said. It is not about people who only, if you play ball and gun games and you mind your business and you have fun, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the people who show up every year during the Game Awards season and want to talk about what's the best caviar, what's the best lobster, but you haven't eaten any of that. All you ate was chicken nuggets and dino, whatever. You have a chicken nugget palate, but you want to comment on fine dining. We don't want to hear your opinion on Hades 2 and Kingdom Come Deliverance. We don't care what you think of Death Stranding and Expedition 30. We don't care, bruh. You didn't play any of those games. Anyways, earlier roots of the ideal trace back to June 2023 tweet joking about people who only care about games with guns and balls in it, which helped set up the concept that later solidified it into a specific slang term. I like this one right here because I've said it on my stream. I've seen some people get upset with me saying that like I'm trying to claim the term like I invented it. I've said it on the stream a gazillion times. I did not create the term ball and gun. It was from a tweet I seen from like years ago, and that shit was fucking funny. Now, that being said, I do feel like I brought it back in the zeitgeist and I made it popular again, but I didn't invent the term. So I like this definition because it's giving credit to the original tweet. But I never said that I invented that shit. That's just niggas that's jealous because they ain't on. Say it ain't so. You may have not, but I'm gonna still tell people you did. Nah. Because I think that's bad karma. I think that's bad karma not to give people credit. I'm never gonna sit up and act like I invented something. But anyways, I thought that was cool. I had those saved. I'm gonna delete that shit. And then let's see what other articles I got for y'all. Okay, we got a Ubisoft update. If you haven't been following, Ubisoft got hacked this past weekend around Christmas. And apparently they stole like 900 gigabytes of data, but then a conflicting article came out and said, oh, it was just some clout chasing hackers that really didn't do that much damage. But then some people were saying they did do a lot of damage and they had early sneak peeks of games that could be leaked. Also, the hackers leaked a bunch of money and Rainbow Six gave away free stuff. We got an update. Rainbow Six Siege is still struggling after Ubisoft was forced to briefly intentionally shut it down following the third-party hack. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, Ubisoft doesn't have the resources to fix their servers. Which shouldn't surprise you because they're poor. Yes, Grok said it came from a tweet, but you popularized it. Oh, you asked Grok? I'll take that definition. Rainbow Six Siege is still struggling today after hackers gave out billions gave out billions in in-game currency, forcing Ubisoft to briefly intentionally shut down the game. While Ubisoft has not shared much of the details, players reported that hackers banned and unbanned thousands of players, took control of the ban feed, gave all players $2 billion in credits and renown each, and unlocked every premium skin for all the players without charge. Like all the people's accounts getting hacked and like the servers getting knocked offline, I guarantee you they didn't care about that. That didn't scare them. What scared them is they gave away every paid item on the server for free. What? We're already poor. We're not gonna be able to make no money. Some Robin Hood shit. Hackers then banned dozens of fake accounts so that the usernames displayed the lyrics of Michael Jackson's Billie Jean on screen as seen below. What? I didn't remember that part. While Ubisoft says the issue is now resolved, the game's service page suggests issues persist right across the board. Rainbow Six Siege was hacked, and the hackers gave players billions of in-game credit. The hackers also banned dozens of fake accounts in a sequence so that the usernames displayed the lyrics of Billie Jean. Is this the actual tweet? After notifying players of an incident on the 27th of December, the publisher intentionally shut down both Siege and its marketplace while the team focuses on resolving the issue. It's also confirmed that while it had rolled back erroneous transactions, nobody will be banned for spending credits received, and reminded players that the ban ticker had been turned off in prior updates. I'll give Ubisoft credit for that. At least they didn't ban a bunch of people for actually using the credits that they got. But it seems like there's a bunch of conflicting articles, and it seems like it was a lie. That one article that said that things are being blown out of proportion, because if they're still having server issues, clearly somebody actually hacked them. So don't be surprised in the future if some news comes out about Ubisoft games that have not been announced, because we're getting conflicting reports about how bad this hack is. I think what's funny and not funny, it's funny to me, but probably not funny to Ubisoft about this story, is if 900 gigabytes of data of unreleased games and assets actually was hacked by these 4 hacker groups and they release it online, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be the polar opposite of Insomniac, because they might be the first company that gets all their games that haven't been announced yet leaked early and nobody cares. I can tell you, they're gonna open up them folders. They're gonna open up them folders. They're gonna put them on Twitter, every other social media platform. And you'll be like, all right, in 2027, a new Assassin's Creed's coming. What? No way. A new Far Cry's coming. What? No way. That remaster of Sands of Time, Prince of Persia, still not done. What? I never would have guessed. Is like half the assets is just gonna be like feathers and different angles of bases that you gotta invade and shit. It's just gonna be, a blueprint of fucking Ubislop. So I'm here to let you know, nigga, we don't care. We don't care. Unless there's a new game in there that's inspirational, got new gameplay designs, we don't care. I'm talking to the hackers right now. Y'all can keep them files. We don't want to look at them. Drop them e-files instead. That's what we want to look at. Trump, we on your ass, boy. We on your ass. Hyperscape 2. Hell nah, bruh. Oh my goodness. What else I got for ya? Oh, we got a leak that people actually will care about. 2XKO launches January 20th, 2026. A couple weeks ago, it was announced that 2XKO would be coming to console in 2026, but a proper release date wasn't given. But free-to-play fighting game 2XKO will leave early access and launch on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on the 20th of 2026. Developer Riot Games announced in a trailer that has since gone private. So they leaked they put the trailer online early, and they realized it wasn't supposed to come out today, but you know, they got the info and the screenshots. That's pretty much the gist of it. A guy opening the fridge and being disappointed, man, I ain't got nothing to eat, bro. Kudos for the game for actually leaving early access. So I feel like they should just go ahead and drop the trailer, because websites covered it. Like we got the info, bro. They got the screenshot. So if you're looking forward to this game, I don't think there's anything coming out in January, so I probably will be on it for a little bit. I'm not like super gung-ho about this game because I played in one of the betas. It was cool, but I don't think I like it as much as everybody else. But because January is light, I might try it. Another fight, and it's free. Another fighting game I'll play for 30 minutes and drop. This guy. Yo, shout out to D-Dot with the super chat. Love to see my favorite streamer live while I'm at work. Okay, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What else I got? Oh, speaking of fighting games, Capcom versus Square Parallel Destinies is a not-for-profit fan-made crossover fighting game featuring stars from both companies, including Final Fantasy characters. Here's the full video. This came across my For You page. Not a lot to talk about today, so I thought I'd share this fan-made fighting game. Square versus Capcom. Got some gameplay. Didn't know 2x Keo is free to play? Yeah, it'll be free to play. I think they're only charging for skins. Looks like it's in the vein of like Street Fighter versus X-Men, those old school early 2000s crossover fighters. It doesn't look like Mugen, more like Marvel vs. Capcom. Wait, what I'm gonna say what I wanna see what Square characters they got. They got Squall in this bitch? Aha, free is my language. Let's see, is that a chocobo? What the fuck? I agree from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Every time a sub returns,
they keep showing the same characters.
Oblivion.
It's the same character. You get the gist of it. If you want to check it out here, is there a download link for this? There is. It's in the description box. I'm gonna drop it in the chat if anybody wants it. I'm gonna drop it in both sides. If you want to check out the game, it's free. But don't tell me, don't act like I don't try to put y'all on. It's the brokies. Come to the front. I got something free for you. It's in the download link is in the description box. I dropped the link to the YouTube video in both chats, I believe. Shout out to Grizz with the sub. Appreciate it. And no, it's not on PS4. It's a PC game. Other news. If you're curious why certain game modes don't return to Call of Duty, we've got some insight from a Call of Duty developer. Some fans were asking about various teamwork modes not being in the latest Call of Duties, and it turns out that not only do ball and gun gamers limit themselves to only ball and gun games, but according to this developer, they limit themselves in what type of ball and gun games they play. Unfortunately, Capture the Flag hasn't been a popular mode since 2005. It'll always hold a special place in my heart. Then this person replied, this is the developer, by the way, Matt. I always thought its biggest flaw back in the days was it was a massive respawn delay. If there was a solution to cut delay and spawn in a deeper part of the map instead. Let's see what he has to say. I still maintain that the popularity of Capture the Flag was lost when it wasn't in COD 4 in 2007, when a ton of new players joined the franchise. Back in the COD 2 days, it was perhaps the most popular game mode. I do remember playing it back in the on 2. Yes, I'm old. We were brought back in several times. We brought it back several times over the years, and it never attracts a big audience, largely because of the teamwork requirement and how easy it is to get stomped, similar to Control. Most people just want to hop on and shoot pixels. All right. This is fucking funny to me. I mean, it's not funny, but it is, because what this developer is saying, he's saying it in a very nice NPR mode way. He's basically saying ball and gun gamers are very simple-minded, and anytime you implement anything in there that requires any type of teamwork or anything extra or thought process, they don't like it. That last line is very revealing. Most people just want to hop on and shoot shit, bruh. He low-key said you niggas are simple-minded, bruh. Simple-minded. So it makes sense from a financial standpoint. If a lot of people aren't on the servers playing a mode like I like Capture the Flag, especially in Halo. That shit was really fun. If people didn't really like it in Call of Duty and you're wondering why it didn't come back, it doesn't make any sense to waste resources spending time developing something nobody's gonna play. They like playing TDM. I love hardpoint pause for the objective base, but niggas is running and making it TDM. Yeah, that's why objective based modes are hard to play in Call of Duty as well, like domination and like hardpoint, because like they be playing for kills, not the objective. That shit is annoying. That's why when it comes to objective based game, I like Call of Duty just for TDM, and a couple other game modes. But when it comes to objective based stuff, I feel like Battlefield is just superior across the board, and it has more to do with the mindset of the player than anything, than the actual gameplay. Need to whisper him ball and gun. That's crazy. He said the ball and gun gamers not limit themselves on a level you cannot even comprehend. Shout out to Jonathan with the $5 super chat. You could tell players who played COD a lot when I played Battlefield 6. Yeah, that usually the COD players, when they hop on Battlefield 6, they usually play healer. They play the medic, and they don't heal anybody. They just want the big ass LMG and just run around and spray shit. Be like, them niggas will run over. Like, I halfway understand it if you're halfway across the battlefield, there's gunfire and tanks and shit everywhere, but you will drop right in front of them, bleed out for 30 seconds, and they'll just sit there and shoot over you, bro. That's how you know it's a Call of Duty player, bro. You got to remix that Ball Nigga song for the Ball and Gun Rick. Ball and Gun. Like, what was the cadence on that? I got to listen to this shit. Don't drop any ammo or res. Ding, 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 ding. Shout out to Bacon Beans with the $10 super chat. New day, new stream. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. 1 second. Oh, and then last but not least, I got the new Avengers Doomsday trailer. Only in theaters, December 18th, 2026. So basically this time next year, it will be in theaters. They're dropping this trailer a whole year early. That's actually fucking crazy. My thing is, will we care a year from now? Why not wait for this? Let's see. SpongeBob, big guy.
Father, all my life.
Said, I don't even care now.
Every time a
To honor, duty, to war.
to mash my meat into oblivion.
But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child. A life untouched by the storm.
I'm not gonna lie, leading with Thor for Doomsday is an interesting choice.
So that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle, but stillness. The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
This is the second trailer. I watched the first one with Cap. He's still leading with him second. Thor will return. But we knew that already. They announced the cast. We knew that already. Like, it does nothing for me. They all gonna get clapped. When my nigga come up with the magic and the science, they all gonna get clapped anyway. Unfortunately, I think they haven't really set up any new gen of heroes as a leader. It was supposed to be Cap, but I feel like they fucked him over. They said they fucked his movie up when they showed the Red Hulk in the goddamn trailers to sell the tickets.
Super chats
Let me
just
switch my
remind
account.
me
Let's go
how
to
much Kitty
Subbox.
Pride loves to super chat.
Shout out to
Shut up,
Mikey with the
stupid little
$5 super
girl.
chat. The movie will be good if they reel in the comedy. All the recent shit is leaned too much in it. Yeah, they be trying too hard to be funny, but I mean the writing has to be strong too. You got to make us care about the characters. It also doesn't help that like there's fatigue and they just set up all these characters that end up not mattering.
My CTE brain
Almost like they
and
should just
plays
take a break.
Jenga with
Shout out to
my
Watts with the
Canadian
big raid.
memories.
Speaking of Watts, there she go right there. Shout out to Watts with the big raid. Let me hit the dislike button. Let me stop. Life Below official gameplay trailer. Forever Skies. Lane Split official release trade. I don't know what any of this is. I'm gonna assume there's nothing. Whisker's Tale. Oh shit, they got a cat game. Another one. I think they're gonna set up the kid Avengers. The young Avengers, you mean? With Patriot. I think that was his name. The black Captain America, the little boy. It was I think the grandson of old boy. Tides of Tomorrow. Marvel Rivals official Lady Loki. It's just a skin. Okay. I don't think we got anything going on here, man. We're in the filler era. Goodbye to the tech that died in 2025. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, what's good, Black? Okay, what up, Dippin' Saw? If they did do the Young Avengers, I wonder which version would they do. Would they do the original one or would they do the new one? Because I don't know if y'all know, there's a new one that just came out like a month or two ago. And the Captain America in that one is a Native American woman, which I think is cool. Because Native Americans, Captain America. But I can see them calling that shit woke. What the? Not my cap. Yeah, there's nothing going on. Who's checking out the new Malcolm in the Middle? Oh, they 100% will. Fucking who's checking that shit out? There's nothing going on. Whisker's Tale. Who's playing it? Wait, another cap? Yeah, there's always so many different runs. It's called like Young X Avengers or something like that. Cause she's from, I forgot her name. She's in the X-Men. She's not a new character. She's just the new cap. Hey chat, should we play this joint off stream? Let me know. Danny Moonstar. Danny Moonstar, that's her name. I'm not playing this shit. Dude, off stream? Hell yeah, man. Let's get on the fucking game. Connor from Assassin's Creed 3 is now Captain America. I seen a TikTok that said who would win in a fight, and it was it was Connor and was it Connor and Batman? It was Connor. Damn, I don't want to misquote it. I'm trying to remember who the fuck it was. Do you think Jordan Peele's gonna do this own MCU film? I personally want his own MCU film. Would we want that? I don't know if I would want that. Yo, off stream, yo. Let me see. Is Siggy in the Discord?